Welcome friends. We are meeting in the new episode and this episode is on crony capitalism. In the world, the economies are run with two different economic thoughts. One thought is called as the communism and the other one is capitalism. In communism, the basic concept is all the economic activities are concentrated in the hands of the government. So all the decisions and their implementation is in the hands of the government. Decisions regarding investments, decision regarding production, decision regarding distribution and all. The private sector has almost no role to play. The government will decide the policies, the rules, the acts, how the business should run, how the investment should be made, and private sector has absolutely no role to play in the economy. So the development and the social justice all is to be done by the government. This is with the intention that there should be no regional disparity, there should be no economic, differences, and there should exist equality. This is one thought. The another thought is capitalism, which is exactly opposite of communism. Here, the government gives full freedom to the private sector. The development of the economy is supposed to be done by private sector. The markets are free. There are minimum controls and regulations by the government, and it is expected that the private sector will play an important role. So the investment will be made mainly by private sector, production will be made mainly by private sector, distribution decisions will be taken by private sector enterprises, and government has simply the role of regulating the private sector. What happens in this is, the result is that there exists competition in the market. And when there is competition, there is every possibility that the production level will go up. The quality of the product produced will go on improving. Otherwise, nobody will remain in the competition. The cost will come down and therefore prices will come down. And because of these three things, volume of production, secondly quality, and thirdly the cost of production, the consumers will be benefited on one side. Secondly, profit is the motive, is the incentive to the private sector. And because of this profit, they will work hard, they will try to produce maximum, they will try to capture the market, and with this, the economy will grow, the development will take place. But here, the government has the role of regulations. The government will try to minimize the regional disparity, will try to achieve economic equality, and will try to maintain the environment also. For these three purposes mainly, the government will create laws, will enact different laws, will create the rules and regulations so that these private sector activities may be regulated. So, licenses will be issued, permits will be issued, quota may be decided, the government may give, you can call as subsidies, the government will levy the taxes, will give some concessions in the taxes. With all these, tools, government will try to regulate the private sector and will try to channelize the economic activities in the direction which is necessary for the equal or equitable, balanced economic growth. Now, after the dismantling of USSR in the world, capitalism is accepted in almost all the countries. China has also changed the policies, and they have also allowed the role of private sector in the economy. What is the result? What is the experience? My friends, we find that in government, the politicians, they have great power in their hand. Similarly, the bureaucracy has great powers in their hands. These two become powerful because they have regulatory and governing authorities. And this, by way of acts, permits, licenses, quotas, subsidies, government expenditure, all this, they can do or undo many things. On the other side, the private sector enterprises, the corporates, they grow, they become big. They cannot become big unless they are in good books of government. So they try to have good relationship with the bureaucracy as well as the ministers and other people in the government. Hence, both of them, on one side, government and bureaucracy having lot of power in their hands, they try to make friends in corporates. And corporates also, in order to grow, they also try to make friends in bureaucracy and the government. And this friendship becomes thick and thick. They come very close to each other so far as their economic interests are concerned, their trade interests are concerned. And this friendship, my friends, is called as crony. So crony is nothing but a friend for a purpose who gets the laws, the rules, the regulations, the concessions in favor from the government. This is called as crony in short. The purpose is to get maximum benefit. Benefit is not only obtained by corporates, but the government and bureaucracy, people in the government and bureaucracy, they also get the benefits from the private sector corporates. This is in short what is called as crony capitalism. So the policies adopted are capitalism or capitalistic policies. They are regulated by government, but there is a nexus between corporates and the government people, and this nexus creates a situation, maybe by way of corruption, maybe by way of out-of-way concessions given, maybe licenses given to some favored people. Licenses are not given to unfavorable people. Government spending in those areas where the cronies exist. Government is not spending in those areas or in those industries where they don't have such cronies with them. This is a problem of capitalism, and for which, well, the system is a reason. System is the cause. No one can say that capitalism will exist without cronies. Gradually, cronies crop up. Cronies are developed, and these cronies make government work in their favor. In consideration of this favor, government also gets the benefit. The people in the government also will get the benefit. This is what is called as the mutual understanding of both of them. Now, these cronies, once they get the concessions and benefits from the government, with that power in their hand, they make the entry of other people in the market impossible. They create monopolies and they try to get the benefits. So the benefits of competition that we have seen, quality, quantity and the price, these benefits are lost because competition does not exist. Monopoly is created because of this cronies. So this is therefore dangerous for the economy, for the common man. However, this is going to exist today or tomorrow in all capitalist economies. To remove this is a necessity, but is very difficult, and without political will, this cannot happen. This is in short what crony capitalism is. Thank you very much. Let us meet in the next episode with some new concept. Till then, bye.